Thank you very much. Mr. Stefatos, I know that primarily HEREMA is about, preserving our resources and, trying to exploit them, but talking about oil and gas mainly, but how would you see your role in this green energy hub maybe we could create in Southeast Europe, and also maybe in the regulatory framework which is missing for offshore?
Yes, thank you, Spiros. Thank you for your kind invitation to participate in the panel. It's a pleasure to be in Thessaloniki in this occasion. And I will start the answer by going back to the title of the theme today about Southeast Europe. Greece is a part of that. And I have the firm belief that we have an important role to play in order to secure the energy supply of Greece, our region, and Europe. And I think this is the important thing there is that we can offer short-term, mid-term, and long-term solutions. And this is the beauty of what we are sitting on. Greece, as we keep saying, is a gateway, is a corridor for energy to Europe. We all acknowledge this. We, in my company, former HEREMA, we also convinced that we have a very high likelihood that we can become producers of natural gas. So this is something that we should never forget in the equation. But also, very importantly, we have an undisputable capacity for renewable energy, as already said. And what makes it even more interesting to me is the fact that if we start deploying offshore wind parks and we combine them with the production of green hydrogen, then the obvious next thing is to utilize the gas transmission infrastructure and distribute this product along a south to north corridor to the neighboring markets. And the beauty about this is that this has elements of cyclicity of the economy. And why is this important? Is because by utilizing previous investments or the investments that are coming, we will reduce the cost of this transition. The cost of the transition is probably, in my opinion, the biggest challenge we are facing. So with this in mind and acknowledging the vital importance to attain the energy transition goals of our country towards a net zero emission by 2050, at the same time, though, making sure that we can realize the strategic opportunity that we are having to tap on our natural energy resources. The new leadership in HEREMA, when we came together about a little over 2 years ago, we set out to transform the company into a key actor for the energy transition. The way we decided to do it was to base it on 3 pillars, all of which together we call them a strategy Hydrocarbons 2.0. So the 3 pillars have been and still are the acceleration of the development of an upstream sector in Greece, which we think it will remain essential during the transition. The second pillar was to expand around new technologies which are compatible with the energy transition, and they are close to our core expertise and experience in the company. And the third pillar was to strengthen the corporate governance and the resources of the company so we can ensure we have the capacity and the capability to deliver on these goals. Today, we are very happy because we feel that we have set very solid foundation for the upstream sector. I will not expand on this in this panel. When it comes to the second pillar, which is the most relevant to our discussion today, I am delighted to say that our company has now formally and officially been renamed from Hellenic Hydrocarbon Resource Management to Hellenic Hydrocarbon and Energy Resources Company, which points to the fact that by law we have become the responsible for licensing and following up with underground storage. And the interesting thing here is that when we talk about underground storage, We include carbon capture and storage. We include strategic reserves of natural gas. And hopefully, in the future, why not include hydrogen? The next very important achievement, which was it's as fresh as the end of July, we were given the responsibility to design and manage the tendering process for the data acquisition and planning for the offshore wind parks, which I think we all understand it's an extremely important next step for the country. There is an announcement of a total capacity of 2 gigawatts, and we understand, we have experienced a huge interest by the investors, not only from Greece, but international investors are on standby. We understand it's highly important to not lose time, and this is something we're going to be working on. When it comes to the corporate governance, I think it would be a little bit boring to name all the things we are doing in order to improve and to bring the company to the, private sector international standards. I would say that particularly, I would only say that after 2 really challenging years, we are very happy because we've managed to come out with another year of very positive results. We have quadrupled our share capital. So we proved that we displayed resilience in difficult times. We adjusted, and we are very optimistic about what the future brings. And before closing, I would like to make it clear that none of this would have happened without winning the trust. And for that, I really would like to thank the Ministry of Energy, the Prime Minister, and all those who have seen this transformative vision of our company and have helped us deliver it.
Thank you. Mr. Stefatos, I will conclude with Ms. Kakatsani.
Okay. Yes, I guess I feel the need to say something more positive. It is important, especially since we are facing a difficult season, not to forget the good things that we have. I wouldn't agree that we have done nothing. Greece is in a much better position than much more developed countries within Europe. We should not forget that. A lot of things have happened. And in a country which went through a very long period of economic hassle. So I am optimistic simply because, as I said, Greece has unique competitive advantages. We have the geographical location is such, the traditional energy sources that will be required during the transition phase are here. The new renewable energy potential is huge, and we have really competent people, and we are involved with technology, so we can make it happen. And now the strategic opportunity is that the rest of Europe and the world needs such solutions. So the market is there for us. I know, again, difficult times ahead of us, but it's full of challenges and opportunities to make the energy a very leading force for the Greek economy and supplying energy security to everybody.
Thank you.